Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night call. And I brought my notes to make sure I can stick to them tonight. But I just got back literally days ago. And unfortunately, I am still swaying. I will be feeling like I am on a yacht for about a week. But I just got back. And the number one thing that all of the team, all of Plexus, everybody is asking me is how can I build to the level of being able to be on that boat? It looks amazing. I want to be there. And so I wrote some notes down while I was there. And I just want to share with you guys. I don't know how to help everybody because I don't feel like I did anything special. I'm like sitting there like racking my brain and just like what is the secret? What is the magic? And I did come up with one thing, and you guys already know it because I've said it a million times. So I'm like, what else can I say? What else can I show them? What tangible things can I give them to take away? Because I've been doing this 11 years, but I hit the star diamond level. Leah, you're funny. I hit the star diamond level 3 years into my business. The first 2 years, I worked consistently. I worked daily and didn't get to where I wanted to be. And then I had a bunch of jewels and I was diamond. And my business has quadrupled since then, as far as points and my paycheck and all of that. But I know that if the Fallon 8 years ago can get to a 5-star diamond, y'all, there's a whole bunch of you that are way better than me. I'm telling you, like, my family could tell you. I'm just normal, okay? And I know you guys all feel the same about yourselves. Like, I'm just a normal person. I'm nothing special. I can't do what she's doing or what he's doing or whatever. The lies that we tell ourselves are just that. They're lies. And every single one of you, there are so many diamonds in Plexus. And sometimes you want to be like, how did she get to where she is? And then it's just like, I'm inspired. If she can do that, I can do that. And that is pretty much how I built my business, was just on the belief of seeing other people. So you guys, I'm going to tell you, there are 2 ways to grow your business. Number one, you can stay consistent. Your paycheck, if you like it and you're happy with it, you can keep it where it's at, or you can work to grow your business. So these things, working to maintain your business, I would say there are different times in your life that you want to work just to maintain as well. Maybe you're moving, maybe you had a baby, maybe you got a really bad health diagnosis. These are things that are non-negotiable. These are things that you could do right now and show up consistently. And some of you are, you're doing all of these things, but you're not growing. And that's because these are the bare minimums, okay? There's 6 things. You need to be on team call, and you need to be on book club. Those are the only 2 set times. And I personally like to multitask during those times every week. So that's what, and 2 hours a week. Fold your laundry, walk. I see a lot of you guys walking on the walking pads. You don't have to sit there. Some of the diamonds might be annoyed with me for saying that because they're like, you got to sit there and take your notes. I can't do it. I'm just like so busy. I'd be washing dishes. If I wasn't leading this call, I would be cutting up strawberries from the strawberry field while I'm listening. And then if something's really good, I'll have my notebook there and I'll write it down. But anything mindless, brainless, don't make your grocery list. Don't do something that takes thinking. But on the calls, you can be multitasking. You can be folding your kids' socks, underwear, whatever. I don't do that. My kids do all their own laundry. However, if you needed to, the other thing, number 3, is your daily IPA, which is following up, having conversations, friending people, and posting. These are non-negotiables, but if you're doing that every day and you're not growing, that's because this is something that people who want to maintain should be doing. And that's pretty basic. Anybody could post a picture of their lunch or on a walk for the kids. That's not going to grow your business. It's important, but it won't grow it. Talking to your current team. It can grow your business, but if you're just doing that every day and your business isn't growing, this is a basic thing. Talking to your customers, talking to your team members. And honestly, you can be in maintaining mode if you're just signing people up. That's a maintaining thing. I can sign people up and do nothing with them, and just my business will sit where it's at. It's important if you want to maintain. It's still important to sign up people. You get somebody interested, sign them up, get them started. Won't necessarily grow your business though. And then number 6 is engage in the team page. Welcoming people. I love it when people do that. It's one of the first things that points out to me that someone's a potential leader is when they take the initiative to do that. And it's important, but that's not going to be what grows your business. You can't just work. Those things are just work. Daily things that you should be doing every day. Probably could get most of that done in 30 minutes, with the exception of team call and book club. You can do those things in 30 minutes a day. That will maintain your paycheck. I could do that all day long and still keep my paycheck, which is a high 5 figures a month. But if you want to grow, you need to work strategically and intentionally every day. That means your posting is intentional. Your conversations with team members are intentional. That's the only difference. There's a book, I haven't read it yet, but I talked to a lot of diamonds who have, and it's called 10X is Easier Than 2X. Just talking to them, I would hands down recommend it, because I can tell you that to make my paycheck right now, I'm doing honestly probably less work than I did to make $1,000 a month or $100 a month, because you work smarter and not harder. And then the residual income, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit, is just amazing in our comp plan, which is just the best comp plan ever. I was researching that on the yacht too. But anyways, working to grow is strategic and intentional. It isn't just signing people up. It's getting them results and getting them making money. Whatever money they want to make. If it's $100, $200, $300, $3,000, whatever it is, help them with their goals and what they want to do. So the number one thing, if you could throw everything else out, what would you guys say the number one thing is? What would Fallon say the number one thing is to grow your business? What do you need? What is it? I haven't seen it yet. You do need all those things, and these are all the things in my notes. But if you could throw every single thing out, every single thing. I'm watching. Nobody said it yet. You guys, somebody might have just said it. It might have been Sally. It's excitement. It is 100% excitement, excitement, excitement. Oh, Courtney, you must be my sister. Did you say excitement? Somebody had to have. You guys, I'm telling you, excitement is what gets people, they don't even know why they're excited. I watched this happen on the boat. Like, somebody's excited about something and nobody knows what they're excited about, but did they feel that feeling? They're excited. They want to go do it too. They have no idea what it is, but they're ready to jump in and do, because everyone else was excited. You guys, you don't have to know the compensation plan. You don't even have to know that we sell probiotics. I'm telling you right now, when Lori Welch signed me up, was that woman knew was about the pink drink and how it helped diabetes. That's it. She had no idea how we were getting paid. And I know, because I'm a green and I have all the questions. Like, I wanted all the information. And then I signed up Brittany Howard, who wanted even more information. She didn't know. And she was making a killer paycheck. You guys don't have to know all of that stuff. This is why when I do calls, I'm like, what do they need to know? I come back to belief and passion and all of that, because there's so many different strategies on how to grow your business. But this business is 80% mindset and 20% skill set. Yes, if you're struggling with recruiting, by all means, watch all the videos on recruiting. If you have no idea how to retain, you better spend the month watching videos on how to retain. However, if you do not have excitement and enthusiasm, we just signed somebody up that is super excited. No clue if they're going to be diamond, no clue if they can even get to silver. I literally have no idea, but they're so freaking excited. I can't help but be excited. This is how I've walked around talking about and thinking about all day, because I'm trusting the process. I'm not thinking, okay, this person's network isn't very good. They're not on social media. Pretty sure they don't even know how to order a catalog in the back office. I'm not thinking that. I'm like, this person's excited. They have somebody who might want to work the business. Great. No details, but that excitement, you know what that did? That kicked me in the butt to do 3 more things that I've been procrastinating about doing in my own business from that little bit of excitement. And you guys, you are that excitement for your new people. You are that excitement for your team, and you can be that excitement for your upline. That is how you create momentum in your team, is sheer excitement and passion. And if I can stand here 11 years into this business and I can talk to my diamonds and we get off the phone and we're like, yes, we should do this. We're excited. And that's how you guys should be with all of your people, that excitement. And I can see it in so many of you. Like, you have no idea what you're doing. You're just like, okay, I'm going to go do this event, and you're excited. That's what you need. That is what creates momentum. All right. So my number 2 point, gosh, you guys, I have 17 points and I can't talk fast because I'm like so dizzy here. But anyways, trying to stay standing up. I probably should have sat on my bed tonight, but here I am standing and trying to breathe. Okay, pump yourself up. This needs to be something small, and it needs to be something that you can do daily. Get a hype song, get a Bible verse, get a picture, get something that inspires you and motivates you, that wakes you up in the morning. I don't care if it's a house plan for a house you want to build. I don't care if it's a picture of the school you want to send your kids to. A picture of your husband smiling. That's what he's going to look like when he sees you on the stage. And that feeling that you're going to feel for yourself. And I know some of you have that goal. I'm literally getting chills as I stand here thinking about you being excited, seeing yourselves on stage. I love it when people will pick out the color of their dress. Like, I'm going to be an emerald. Here's my emerald dress. That kind of pump yourself up, get a song. It can't really be something like, you want to watch a training. Yes. You want to be excited listening to things that build your belief, but this is something that in a moment of frustration or in a moment of self-doubt, you can quickly get yourself back to where you need to be in order to keep moving forward and not sitting there and that, all right, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, I can do this. This song reminded me, off I go. Had to do that for this team call tonight. I'm not even kidding. Put on a song. I'm like singing, getting my room ready, tuning out whatever else is going on in my life. And it's all good. You also, number 3, you need to be able to rest and reflect. And there was a diamond who just posted about this last week. And I was like, oh, yes, you have to clear your mind in order to be able to be rejuvenated. So whatever it is, a walk in nature, holding your baby's hand, whatever allows you to still your mind and be able to get your creativity flowing, working out, laying by the pool. You have to make time for those things. I literally scheduled in a 30-minute block in my work hours as I was going diamond to lay in my pool and think how excited you're only allowed positive thoughts, how excited I was that Cody signed up a worker and that we thought she might go silver. And I would lay there in this excitement and coming up with so many ideas. Number 4, office hours are a must, you guys. I'm not going to go too much into this because you already know the number 1 reason that crazy, awesome, successful people are not successful in this business is because they're not consistent. And if you have office hours, that means, sorry, babe, it's my office hours. We agreed to this as a family. I can't play a game tonight, but I will tomorrow night. I'm going to go work. You can have boundaries. You can have a schedule. And that is how I have been able to do so much. It gets a little rearranged now that I'm doing so many more things in my life. But that's what it's like. You just constantly rearrange that schedule and put in your priorities. Fit in those golf balls and all the sand of life. The laundry will get done. The beds will get made. That will all happen. You might not curl your hair every day. Ask me how I know. But all right, number 5. As soon as a new contest comes out, you have to decide to sweep it. And I want you to remember this as you're looking at yourself and your team members. If a contest comes out and you ask yourself, or your upline asks you, or you ask your team members what their goal is, and they do not say to sweep the contest, that is 100%, I promise you, a belief issue. If they say they just want to win a winner's dinner or whatever it is now, and they don't want to go on the high roller, that's not their goal. Y'all, their belief is not big enough. I started out this business, I was going to get the top prize. Did not happen. Didn't happen. I sat in the audience. I got winner's dinner both years though, as a silver, as a gold. But you have to at least have that mentality that you're going to win, that you want to get there, not, oh, I think I'll settle down here because that feels comfortable and then I won't disappoint myself. You're not a disappointment to yourself if you don't hit your goal. It's okay. That's life. You're closer to it than you would have been had you shot too low and ended up with nothing. And that is a fact. That is just a fact. So when the contests come out, you need to set your goals. How many conversations do you need to have every day to reach those goals? When you talk to your team members and they say, all right, I would like to get the shopping spree, whatever. That's not the end of the conversation. You need to break it down to how many conversations do I need to have? You can have 10 conversations plus all the follow-ups to sign up. 2, that would be great. How many conversations do you need to have every day? And it's going to be a pretty big number until the contest gets rolling. And I know that from experience too. I was like, oh, wow, my goal means I have to talk to 400 people a day. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I got a phone book. I was going to call everybody in the phone book A to Z and work my way through. Eric Worre gave me that idea. Wasn't on my own. All right, number 6, posting strategically. Posting strategically is storytelling. It is not just throwing up a quick, oh, I posted about this for the day and you got some super salesy graphic that talks about ProBio 5 that we've all seen 20,000 times. Take a picture of your probiotics, add a few bullet points, talk about how it helps somebody with their health. Yes, it's going to take a little bit more. And actually, if you can put together, and this is what I have in my notes on my phone, I've been storing this up, but take a series of screenshots of people's stories. I did this with a couple different diamonds, but you can reuse it over and over again. That's better than new salesy graphics about ProBio 5 and then BioCleanse. Just create 5 things and save it and reuse it. That is way better to tell a story, have a testimony in there of how it's helped you or your kids or something personal than just throwing something up there. And it's going to take a little bit of time. And I'm working on it. So you guys will be able to copy mine and make it your own. So strategic, this is number 7, strategically learn topics to master. And I've talked about this before, but you need to practice intentionally. What are you struggling with? Is it retention, recruiting, leadership? If you're not good at it, write it down. You guys, put in the comments. What is something that you know that you need to improve on? What is a weak area? Put them in the comments. Learning how to be contagious. That is a good one that goes with excitement. Posting, social media, consistency. Recruiting, lots on recruiting, leadership. You guys, make it your goal for, I don't even care if you pick one topic and work on it through the whole summer. Make it your thing until you master it. Whatever it is. Leadership, that's your topic. You're not going to go listening to all the podcasts that talk about recruiting if your goal right now is to learn how to be a better leader. Yeah, learning about recruiting is going to be great, but that is not going to get you to the next level. Yeah, we can always all improve on recruiting or follow up. But if your goal and your weak area is leadership, that's what you need to be studying. That is what you need to be reading about. You have to be intentional with your learning. And then let's see, what else do I have here? I think my notes are like all over the place. I don't know what I was trying to say there. So let's go to point number 8, strategic in your events. You need to do them often. Do not just plan one event and say, all right, we're going to do an event for the team. Plan 20 of them. Plan out the rest of your year. I don't care if you get all the way to Valentine's Day. You need a holiday event. You need a back to school event. If you're bigger team is doing something, plug in with them. If you have enough people, even if you're silver and you got 3 people, do that with them. This is leadership. You have to be doing events. I think Canada and Leah, and I don't know who else, they were talking about events for teachers. They're doing something like for Plexus, and I was like, this is perfect. This is what people need to do. I can post about this. I can send this. And I did to some people who are teachers who would be interested or really good at Plexus. I'm like, you guys need to listen to this. That was intentional with an event. And I know a lot of you are doing that too. So how to create a dual leg while going diamond. Don't tell your team what to do. You have to do it with them. You 100% have to be doing it with them. And I think that's the hardest part about creating new leaders is when you bring someone up, you have to start all the way at the beginning and do all of these things with them, but you have to do it. Ask me how I know. I've signed up so many people who want to do the business, and it was like in the middle of a move, and I was pregnant and I was sick, and you could get lucky. They could see the system, see the team page and grow a business. But I'm telling you, that is extreme luck if that happens. You need to be able to pour your heart and soul into these people. Don't just leave them. If you want to grow your business, focus on doing things with them. So when you're doing your IPA, you're doing it with them. You're telling, it don't have to be a power hour, but you're doing it. You're talking. You're like, oh my gosh, girl, I just signed up my neighbor. I'm so excited. I've been working on her for 10 years. That's how you talk to your leaders. That's how you do it with them. That excitement, again, being contagious with them. Planning events. You are not planning an event. You are planning an event with your people. Silvers, golds, rubies, jewels. I don't care who you are. You're doing it with your people. You're doing it with them. And you are including them in all the things. Don't feel like you have to do it all yourself. Do it with them. Do not just tell them, hey, you need to do this. That is not leadership. Leadership is getting down and dirty with them, and they know the difference. Then you're just sitting there telling them what to do. Planning content, have discussions, talk with them. So I was thinking about doing a series on how I clean my bathroom, or I was thinking about doing a series on meal prep. What do you think? Just talk to them about your business and about life. You can get far on joins, but you need to create leaders and runners. And that's number 10 and 11. Create leaders by doing events with them. I already said that. Do book club with them. Tell them what you loved. Don't ask them, what did you think? Were you on book club? Don't be like, I didn't see you on there. Don't do any of that. Send them a picture of what you're reading. Oh my gosh, girl, this is so good. I've been struggling with this for I don't even know how long. I just love this. It's that excitement. The excitement is what's going to draw them in, not the checking in on them, babysitting them. Never done it in my entire life. I'm not babysitting them. But if I have something good, I'm going to show them everything underlined, and I'm going to tell them, wow, this was amazing. You would love this. If they've not been on for a while, I will say, hey girl, where you been? But that is like maybe once a year, maybe twice a year at the most. They know that they're not on there. You just need to be excited and get them on there. You got to tell them what you are doing and how they can do it too. And I mean, I tried to think of an example for that, but I couldn't think of one. My brain just, the products are great. This is number 13, but you are selling a business and yourself. We are not influencers though. You guys, we are network marketers, and that is what we do. But you are selling yourself. There are a bazillion products out there. There are some good products. I will say, I do not know of any other good compensation plan. However, people don't really care about that. They buy you. Hands down, all day long. That's why they join. They don't necessarily care what you're selling. They care about you and who you are and why they buy into your dream and your vision and your passion and your way for posting. And I know in Plexus world, it feels like you kind of get lost. Like everybody's posting, everybody's sharing. That's not the case. That's just Plexus. That's because this is what we do. But out there, their news feeds don't look like anything. They don't follow anybody unless it's like some celebrity, which they probably think we're celebrities because we post and we talk and we're positive and we're adding value and we're doing all of those things. But don't feel like they're seeing it so much from someone else. They're not, unless it's somebody so far removed and such a big name that they can't even connect to them. Okay. This is number 14. Notice times of excitement in your people and then ride that momentum. Those times are going to come after convention for sure. People are going to be super excited. The excitement lasts maybe 2 weeks for people, maybe 2 weeks. So you have to capitalize on it. Same with a new join. If they come to you and they're excited, drop everything and help them get 3 people. Help them get results and be successful. There is no time to wait coming off of convention or a new product launch or a contest announcement. You have to hit the ground running right away. No time to lose with any of that. If you're gold or even a silver, you have to be a leader. And this is 100% not making a team page. And as a matter of fact, I would highly recommend you don't make your own team page, but have a chat. You need a team chat. You need a team get together when we're at convention. You need to be doing things with your people. Culture is one of the most important things that keeps people, and you have to foster that. And we have lots of trainings on that topic in and of itself. I might make it to 9:30 here. You need to push yourself a little harder every single day. If you feel like you've sent out enough messages, do a little bit more than you intended. Always make sure you hit that goal. That's why I love IPA chats, because it's like, okay, I got to get my last follow-ups in, or I got to get a story in for today. Don't give up on the commitments that you made to yourself ahead of time. You need to push yourself, because at the end of the day, sometimes you are tired and you're like, nope, I made this commitment to myself. I'm going to get this done. So I want you guys to rate yourselves on these 7 things. Number 1, and all of these, you need to say yes to all of these things. And if not, you need to work through it. Number 1, you need to have office hours. Number 2, use some sort of a planner, because we all know that we lie to ourselves about how much we've gotten done in a day. All done it. Feel like you do Plexus all week and you look and like, oh my gosh, I haven't even talked to anybody about Plexus. Number 3, do you wake up excited and do you go to bed excited at least 90% of the time? I have a hard time going to sleep, you guys, because I'm excited about my business still 11 years in. It's kind of ridiculous. Number 4, do you do your own team things? Do you do your own events? Do you do things? Do you create training videos? Do you have a YouTube channel? Those kind of things. Do you do your own team things? Number 5, do you recruit 3 people a month, or at least have it as a goal? You might not always hit it, but are you striving for that? Number 6, are you intentional with social media, or just kind of doing it? Number 7, do you have a plan wrote out for you and all of your workers? It's not going to be a huge number of you, because, you know, your downline will be responsible for their own people, but you need to answer yes to all of these things. And if you are answering yes, like, yes, I'm doing all those things, I'm going to talk to you. You just need to trust the process. Literally just trust the process and keep learning and practicing everything that you're learning. But you will get there. If you're doing these things, the number 1 thing is mindset, and do not get frustrated. Stay excited. Jamie and I were just talking today. Jamie, Brittany, pretty much all of my diamonds had a period where they were not moving forward in their business for several years. Most of them, it happened at about Emerald, some Ruby. They just weren't growing, even though they were doing all the things. Trust the process, and I promise you, you will hit your goals. If you answer no and you don't know, you need to ask your sponsor to help you. Ask them, do I do all of these things? Yes or no? And then if they say no, when you are ready to hear what you need to do to work on things to improve, then Ask them again to tell you when you are actually ready to go and do the things. It has to be done in that order because people aren't really receptive when they hear no and they're like, I am doing all the things. They get defensive. Lori Welch told me that I was negative and I did not believe her, but I wasn't at my goal yet. And so I was like, fine, I'm going to practice. I'm going to get really good at this positivity thing. And I did, even though I thought she was wrong. So it's just a matter of how bad do you want this? So talk to your sponsor and see where they would rate you on those things. All right, you guys, that's all I have. See you later.